All right, another drive on FSD 12.6.4. Headed to get some food, taking a back way. I typically take this way, this initial path, this initial route, but this one will be a little bit different. So more back road testing. I think some of my disengagements in the past have come from back roads, so I think, incorporating more back road testing into our drives will allow me to provide more feedback to Tesla team and everything else. So for the ride itself, it will be straightforward. There are some turns and some curves here and there, but really it's just monitoring and seeing how 12.6.4 handles lane centering, staying within the lane, respecting traffic, because again, with back roads, a lot of times you're going to have these 2-lane highways. So again, respecting traffic, no matter if it's small or large. And then one twist that we have for today, which is typically a thing in North Texas, is some sort of weather element. So previous videos we'd had, snow, rain, a little bit of everything. Today is definitely wind. So there's a tornado earlier this morning, so we'll see. Okay, first turn, right turn, excellent turn. That light is out. It's not active yet, so I felt a little bit of hesitation, but nothing crazy for the circumstance. So that right turn, spot on. I haven't had a bad right turn probably since 12.6.1. 12.6.3 was smooth, and 12.6.4 so far is super smooth on the right turns. Left turns as well too. Left turns are definitely much improved. I think you'll find sometimes, depending on if you're making an unprotected left or turning into a larger intersection, that it likes to favor the island on while you're making that left turn. So that's always something to be watchful for. Again, I haven't hit any island or anything in general, but just something to note. But yeah, so this is on Farm to Market 428. So another back road here, as you can see that they're continually building out more homes and things will be in this area. So again, for folks utilizing FSD more, folks reporting feedback more, I expect things to continuously improve. So again, so far so good. Speed is 55. We're going 50. I believe, is this just this minivan in front of us? Yeah, it's just this minivan in front of us. It's taking a safe approach, which for this video and in this case, I don't mind. We've had wind gusts as high as 50 plus miles an hour today. So definitely something to monitor, and I'm always prepared to take over as well. But so far so good. I'm in hurry mode, so if this minivan wasn't here, I'd we'd be going upwards of 60 for sure. But I think this is a comfortable speed. One thing I did notice on that curve there, we did accelerate pretty quickly, which it's not always a bad thing. It's just when you have a present turn or a corner like that, you definitely want to stay at the speed limit versus engaging a sharper corner at a heightened speed, or a speed past the speed limit. I think, you know, for some that may, you know, feel uncomfortable. Now, look at this here. So we're in the center divider because this is a temporary lane that they're creating. So again, so far so good. FSD is essentially following the leader, I want to say, in this scenario. Would be interesting to see if I was not near any vehicles, how it would handle that. But for what it did, it's perfect. And I think that's a big piece of answering a lot of folks' questions when it comes to FSD is, hey, how does it handle the unknown, right? And so that scenario right there was definitely unknown. I was talking away and just noticed that we were in the center divider. So it handled that very well. Okay, so we're slowing down a bit, let that person turn. Again, we're in a 2 lane, so there's no turning lane for that for that individual, so we had to slow down. So now we're coming back to speed. And again, we're just in we're in that season coming out of winter, and so the weather is real sporadic here in Texas. Okay, so we're putting our turn signal on. That's not good. We don't need that on. So I didn't actually press that. It recognized that it didn't need a turn signal. That's interesting. So turn signal came on. There was no present turn. I guess technically this could count for a turn. So maybe that's why it flipped that. But that would probably be one that I would report. I just didn't get a chance to. So next time I come through, I'll definitely report that. This is a new route, at least for me, utilizing FSD. I take this route often, especially with the family and our other vehicles. I've taken this route in the Tesla, but not using FSD. So these roads are a little uneven. So I'll be sure to work on the volume there and the isolation. Okay, so coming up to a stop sign, we sped up a little bit before coming to that stop sign, so not a large deal, but okay, so we're coming to a stop, 4-way intersection. We're good to go. Looking good. As mentioned, there was a tornado watch this morning. Folks in North Dallas, they're definitely used to it. It's just a series of thunder, rain, and lightning. Again, Texas, North Texas, the thunder and lightning is so unique here compared to other places I've been. My opinion, it's substantially louder than any other area I've ever been. It's just extreme across the board. So, yeah. Okay, so we're coming around this corner here. I usually take that little turnout that we passed. So at first I was expecting FSD to take that, but I looked at our navigation here and it's sticking to the script. It's following the plan, so I don't have any problems with that. Again, you know, we're traveling these back roads here, making this right turn. Looks like we're going through a little bit of a residential space, and made that turn there. So flawless with the turning. I you know, I can't talk enough about just the turns, the right turns, like I said, the left turns as well, but especially the right turns. They're just so smooth. There's no jerkiness whatsoever. I mean, I don't know if humans can make as well as a right turn as these past couple builds. So now let's see this lady here. That should show you how windy it is out here. She's barely holding on to whatever she's doing. It's just super, super windy today. So making this left just the same, just as smooth, right? So this is great. Okay, so we have a school here on the right. Still respecting the speed. We recognize the stop sign here. So we're going to take that. On a complete stop and then take off. This is definitely unknown for me. I've never been over in this area or this neighborhood, FSD or not. So we'll just let it do its thing. Coming out of the school zone, we got our right turn lane, right turn signal on. Ready to make a move after this stop. So we still come to a stop, then we creep out, make that turn. Road's a little uneven over here, so nothing out of the ordinary there. Road's a little bit tighter as well too, so without any lane indicators, right, we will see how we handle things. Again, these are tighter roads here. And we have the infamous school bus. Is the stop sign out? Will it recognize the stop sign? Won't matter because these people have to stop. So that's something I haven't had a chance to directly check out. One, recognizing the school bus and its stop sign. Right now, we can see, and I'll try to zoom in here, we can kind of see it's showing a box truck. It's not recognizing it as a school bus. I know that they've been working on sounds and lights for emergency vehicles. I'm assuming the school bus, especially with flashing lights, would kind of get lumped into that. So we'll see. Hitting that stop sign. Let's see how we navigate here. We put our turn signal on, which I don't have any problem with because there's somebody behind us. Getting out of the way of the workers, coming back into the right hand side of this unmarked lane. Now we will slow up a bit. We're going over crossroads. Kind of piggybacking as far as our speed off of this vehicle in front of us. So not a good test to kind of see how it handles the railroads and at what speeds, but nevertheless, we will come to a stop here. This is a pretty sizable dip. And let's see. Yeah, it's a pretty sizable dip. Okay, so I gave it a little nudge there. It's almost like we got won't say stuck, but it was a deep dip, and that dip was so deep it could have recognized it as a curb and just kind of, I don't know. So I won't necessarily call that a knock. Okay, so coming into our shopping center here, making this right turn. Again, smooth as always. And approaching the destination. So that trip, this drive, top tier. I really have no issues to report. As far as from a backroads perspective, again, if you view some of my previous videos, backroads is sometimes a miss. Sometimes it's on, but sometimes it's a miss. This go around, I think we did a good job. So let me know what you think. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll do it again soon. All right. Thank you.